Okay, call it when you start the recording.
I've just started recording now.
Oh, you're already recording.
I'm sorry. I should have warned you.
No problem.
Okay, let's start.
Why don't you introduce yourself to the people?
Oh god, no, I'm not like that. I just let people watch my vids and just be like, yeah, boy.
Okay.
Because if they didn't know who I was, then why had they clicked the video?
Yeah. Also, I'm Latios. On the Discord.
He made me buy this. He used his German magic to make me buy this.
You all gonna buy this game?
I'll probably end up like putting a link in the description. I'm colorblind. There we go. Lime.
Alright, Dr. Bright.
Hello. Does that mean I can take like a chainsaw cannon to the other side?
No, you aren't allowed any weapons.
Damn it! It's not fair. Skip all
Also,
this.
the Foundation wouldn't allow it.
Well, they can't do anything if I'm, sleeping with a bunch of dragon people. The year is 20XX. Only recently has humanity discovered a portal that leads into a different world, populated with a race of intelligent talking dragons. I was one of the few to travel to this world. But maybe I should start at the beginning. Wait, what was the point in leading up with that then? It all began when we discovered a strange device in the middle of nowhere during one of our expeditions. This really does sound like a fucking SCP Foundation thing, doesn't it? Like a notebook sort of thing. Day 45.
Found an anomaly.
We found an anomaly. We may be shot on sight by the Foundation. This isn't good. It all began with Paul. I've already read that. Shit, no! Oh, okay, I thought
You can scroll back.
Yeah, I thought I accidentally skipped it. It showed like a picture. Oh wait, you're watching, aren't you?
Yes, but I got a delay in the stream, so...
Oh yeah, damn. I had heard about similar technology before that had been more on an experimental level. From what I knew, other portals had been created in the past and were under consideration for mass application. Yeah, this really does sound like an SCP like reading thing, doesn't it?
Somehow, yes.
As for this one in particular, though, we did not know who had built it, nor when, or why we found it in the wilderness where we did. What was more exciting to us was the fact that it was functional. Send nudes.
Right.
I'm sorry. After our first tests, we found there was someone else on the other side who was in possession of a similar portal, and our attempts at communication through letters were successful. I sent my own personal message. Expandong. But in the end, the machine's extraordinary demand for power meant we needed to act quickly, as we wouldn't be able to keep the portal open much longer. I mean, put on power save mode. When we made this known to the other side, we received a very unexpected reply. A letter of invitation. After some deliberation, it was decided to accept their hospitality and send a person to the other side. There was an individual who took the job almost immediately, and it wasn't me because I'm not allowed, apparently.
Yes, you aren't allowed to go on those adventures, Bright. Not anymore.
You can't stop me, Dad. Reze is Guado? I'm not very good with the Spanish. I knew him, or rather had known him, after the last person died. That was a shame. Really did like that. We attended the same school back then, and even had a few classes together. We never really were very close friends, but we talked to each other occasionally, and hung around with the same crowd sometimes. However, we still went our separate ways in the end. Well, clearly, you've just mentioned that you barely you spoke. I wasn't sure what to think about the whole thing, but he had to have known what he was doing. He certainly was brave. I mean, he's no D-class personnel working on, Keter duty. Well, they're not brave, they're just in serious fucking trouble. Either that, or just very, very foolish. Well, I wasn't sure which his courage was applauded by others. After all, he couldn't possibly have known who or what would await him at the other end of the portal. And if he did meet someone there, I hope he gets married, has children.
What?
Who knew what kinds of intentions they might have? Oh! Oh! Rule 33. 34, sorry. Dr. Bright and the ethics committee read. That's what this is.
Yes.
Not that any speculation on our part would have made a difference. When the day finally came through, he went, with applause echoing across the area, equipped with only the clothes he wore, his multi-tool, a gun. I didn't get a gun. And a device on his wrist that acted as a PDA. Why does he get a gun and I don't?
Because if we would give you a gun, you would violate so many rules of our foundation. We can't risk it.
It's not fair though.
He is a responsible man.
I'm a responsible man. Then we waited.
Yeah.
The crowd that was applauding him slowly dispersed when the enthusiasm died down, as there was nothing for us to do but wait and speculate and masturbate.
Right?
I'm sorry. Approximately 8 hours later, we received our first message from him. Send nudes. While we had assumed the portal led to another in a different country, or maybe on a different continent, the reality turned out to be much more foreign. Damn those colonials. The situation he described to us was so outlandish that we initially took it as a joke. A very bad joke, maybe with even worse timing and no punchline at all. Dragon Maid just came out and the dub was awful.
Okay, that's it, right? You're banned from anime.
No! It's my only source. It's my only source of reprieve from, being told not to do things. I want that goddamn chainsaw cannon, damn you. It soon became clear to us, though, that we may have made one of the most important discoveries since the dawn of mankind. Except for fire, except for gunpowder, except for buildings, except for warmth. Am I allowed to keep going, or am I being, executed after this reading?
You are allowed to keep going.
Yes! Finding the portal had been remarkable in itself, but this took it to a completely different level. From what he described about the place, or more accurately, its inhabitants, we surmised it could not be part of Earth at all. Well, this is why I didn't hang out with him. He was an idiot. Of course it's not going to be like Earth. It's a portal. Did he learn nothing? We called them dragons. Oh wow, original. Because according to Reza, that's what they were, at least what they resemble most. Even though we found it hard to believe, it had been these dragons who sent us all the letters. I miss my wife. And what Reza found on the other side of the portal was a whole civilization of them. They could talk, write books, had buildings and electricity. In many ways, their society was actually very similar to our own. I mean, they could literally be eating everything in existence and have electricity and buildings. How did we come to that conclusion? Fire these people. So who were they, and where was this place? Could they be aliens? I'm not even gonna comment on that. Our speculations led us to conclude otherwise. After all, we knew about the existence of thousands of planets millions of light years away that may have been theoretically habitable. Yet even then, we had never found conclusive proof in regards to actual alien life forms. Some people brought up quantum mechanics and parallel universes. Well, that's what it is. There we go. You see, this is why I I have all these rules on me. That just, like, I'm just gonna, break all of them because idiots like this are running our goddamn foundation. What is this? But in the end, all of this was just conjecture and an ultimately fruitless endeavour, since we neither had the means nor the resources to explore these possibilities in greater detail. I think we ran out of D-class personnel that week.
No, the monthly graduation will be tomorrow.
Oh! I think there's just one more thing without mentioning before I move on. The
Yes.
previous isolation had been mutual. What? They hadn't known about any other intelligence. Oh, okay, they didn't. They also didn't know about life forms beyond their own. Their portal had only recently been discovered and was technology previously unknown to them. Ah, scrubs, get on our level. We've got 3,000 of the fuckers. And just as we had myths about dragons, they had myths about us. That sounds fucking scary, actually. Just, you know, instead of fire and ice dragons, it's a naked man and a naked woman. That was what we knew about them so far, and as interesting as learning those things and debating their cultural significance was, we didn't really know what we should make of it all. Riza apparently was sure of what he was doing, though as he eventually let us know about, they had agreed on a trade. A trade to your slaves for our slaves.
We do not have any slaves.
I mean, sorry, D-class personnel for their D-class personnel.
Thanks.
I mean, loyal subjects.
Yeah.
We were to give them a few of our PDA devices which contain vast amounts of knowledge, dwarfing even that of encyclopedias. Wasn't this a breach in Foundation? Guys, step up your game. If this stuff is happening, in return they would supply us with generators. I mean, they could literally just be using... Never mind. Overall, they didn't seem as technologically as advanced as we had been, but they did surpass us in that one aspect.
Yes.
Their means of generating energy seems sustainable. Oh, that's why you guys let this happen. Okay. Not only that, but evidently also quite efficient. We certainly would be able to put technology like that to good use, and trading mere past knowledge of human race for something more tangible was a good call on this part. That was where I came in, Dr. Bright. My prior experience in both biology and sociology made me a good fit to deliver our PDA devices for the trade, and while in Dragon's World waiting for the prototypes of fire generators to be manufactured by them, I would act as an ambassador on humanity's behalf. Who'd let this happen? What a way to make a first impression by display of mutual goodwill. Everyone benefits and everyone goes home happy. Except for the D-class.
At least you are the first impression of humanity.
Here's all the pornography on one PDA, and here's, you know, human intent.
We do not want to put them in straitjackets, okay?
You know, they give us, like, large amounts of information about how their culture's evolved to this really nice, you know, we just give them porn on a floppy disk.
Okay.
I love how it leads on to all is well. All is not well if you have to say that shit. At least that was the plan.
Okay, please go on, Bright.
Despite the images that living, talking dragons might conjure up in some people's minds, I didn't even think of bringing a weapon myself. I wasn't allowed. It wasn't fair. They took it away. I just wanted to bring a blow dart with me.
You aren't allowed, Bright.
You're not my dad, you can't tell me what to do. Considering that they were reportedly friendly and peaceful enough, well, we've had enough experiences with SCPs not, you know, saying they're peaceful and then murdering everyone.
Yes.
There was no need for me to fear potential ill intentions like Riza did when he had stepped into unknown territory. And acting as humanity's ambassador, oh my god, sorry, just me as the ambassador's humanity. Someone messed up at 05.
Yes.
I had to do my best to uphold a high standard in fostering this diplomatic relationship. I had to behave myself for more than an hour. When the time came for me to step through the portal, all my mental preparedness vanished. My anxiousness was fueled by all the questions lurking in my mind, just as the machine started to do its work. Whoa. Would it hurt? Well, probably not. Who would I meet on the other side? What if they really weren't so friendly and just made Reza write those letters with the pretense of appearing friendly, only to lure us into the den of man-eating monsters and certain doom, with us ending up as nothing more than a tasty afternoon snack? That was a good thought. I wish I thought of that before I went through.
Yeah, too late.
Maybe I should have brought a weapon after all.
No.
Oh. Suddenly I felt a shiver coursing throughout my whole body, and beyond when I disintegrated as if every cell, every atom of my body was torn from me, pulled into a different direction.
You're already used to this, Bride.
It still doesn't make it any less painful.
It does.
Whew. I saw darkness and light painting patterns in the stars as I travelled, and images rapidly flashed before my eyes. Flash before me of things unseen and unspoken. Okay, there we go. Both horrifying and beautiful. It was an experience unlike any other, yet over in just a split second. Did I go through like a Care of Duty D-class, his mind as I teleported? Is that what happened?
Maybe.
You guys fucking lied to me.
I'm sorry, Bride, but this is over your clearance level.
It's not fair. I wanted to be senior research staff.
Yeah.
Then
you
it
are
was...
senior researcher.
Wait, am I? Yes! Then it was
But
dark.
only level 4. This is level 5 stuff.
Damn. I could only see a patch of lighter coloured... Am I gonna have, like, amnesiacs after this?
Probably.
A patch of lighter colour contrasting with its dark surrounding as my vision started to clear. Its edges got sharper as the patch of light slowly took shape, giving me the distinguished outline of a reptilian head. Whoa! And an array of horny spouting... horns. Okay, I read that as horny then. Spouting from it. Whoa. Whoa. Woof. Please be woman, please be woman, please be woman, please be woman. It's a doppelganger of me! It was a dragon, and as I could now see, a dragon who not only had a pair of round glasses, but also wore a burgundy tie around its neck. Oh shit. I can't do woman voices.
This is a male.
It's a man.
Yes.
In the name of our people, I bid you welcome. If I may introduce myself, I am Remy, your guide and ambassador,
A representative of our council. Well, I've had enough trouble with the last council, the one who fucking sent me through here.
Ahem.
I'm sorry. The dragon spoke. It was one thing to have heard and read about this, but something else entirely to have one standing in front of me, in flesh and blood, I hope, and tongue. It was good that all my mental preparedness had disappeared when I was teleported, because nothing could have prepared me for this. Wait, I sound like a fucking moron.
It may have erased a little bit of your brain mass.
Did you guys give me before going through here?
Yes. At least for the porn that you've got.
Damn.
Sorry, I imagine you might still feel the effect of teleportation. Drowsiness or weakness is not unusual,
as is fainting and spontaneous emptying of your bowels, bladder or stomach.
How do you feel?
Rendered speechless. I had totally forgotten that I was shouldering the burden of representing my people to them as well. So much for being professional, but at least he gave me a good excuse for my blunder. Unlike some people. I think I'm alright. I mean, my legs are still here.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
God, he sounds like 06. Ugh. 05. Ugh. Dishbag.
Maybe we should go before it gets too dark. Come with me, please.
So I followed the dragon, not straying too far from him, as the sun had already departed for the day and the remaining light diminished by the minute, and 05 had stopped talking to me, and so did the ethics committee. Wait.
No, I'm still here.
He's still in my ears.
Yes. The Foundation wants to know what you're doing over there, so I'm gonna monitor it.
It is getting
and give
hard.
you an electroshock if you do something stupid.
You can't stop me. I'll behave. It is getting hard to see where I'm going.
Sorry about that, but we had a good reason to schedule your arrival like this. We did not want you to be ambushed by a crowd, so we had to keep your exact time and date of arrival secret.
Thanks, I suppose. An event like this would make me celebrate of sorts. Me, a celebrity of sorts. Okay. It should be the same if one of you came to us. I mean...
Bryce as a celebrity.
Oh god, no. I mean, oh yeah, she's sick.
No, not gonna happen.
You can't stop me. I'm already past the portal. You can do nothing.
We can still shock you.
Damn.
That's quite an understatement. Some people here are rather superstitious. They might regard you or any of your kind as divine, I suppose.
Oh no. Code broken god, code broken god. Really, how so?
We do have certain myths that involve humans, and as such, I suppose the history lesson will have to wait another time. Here we are.
By this point, it had gotten dark, so that I could barely make out the building before us. I briefly wondered whether they might have streetlights elsewhere, or if they just did not require it due to possible enhanced eyesight or night vision. I could vaguely see the dragon, his light colours still visible within the blackness. Damn, I wish he was female. Engulfed the area, rear up and manipulate the door handle with one of his forepaws. Ethics, help me. He might rape me.
Sorry, but I'm not able to help you right now.
Damn. Send in MTF, please.
Sorry, but you need to stay away 100 feet from every MTF unit.
They've got guns. The door opened, and with a flicker of a switch, look at the flick of that switch, the apartment was flooded with light, blinding me after all the time we had just spent without it.
This is where you will live for the time being. It is fully stocked, but in case you need anything else, I left you a note with a few phone numbers.
Okay. Wait, is this gonna turn out, like, he's gonna turn out to be, the doctor we sent in earlier?
No.
Okay.
You will meet the doctor sent in earlier later on in the game.
Okay. It is getting
rather late. So, I will have to take my leave now. In any case, someone will come and meet you tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Remy. Have a good night. Yes, no one will be looking after me. I can do what I want in this room. I mean, I will behave and follow all rules and regulations.
I hope so.
Until we meet again.
You know you can't trust them, right? They've left me in a room on my own.
Yeah. What if they know that I'm gonna watching you the whole time?
They'll never know. I'll never tell them.
Also, now should come the first question that influences your game.
Okay, I made a save.
But you only can answer this one once per playthrough.
Oh,
like,
God.
for the complete playthrough with all characters.
Whew. With a nod, Remy left the apartment, mindful enough to close the door behind himself. What a gentleman. He fucking closes his doors. Unlike some people. Surveying the room, I considered the events that had just transpired as my gaze met the window. I could see movement outside, and as I drew near, startled, I could hear footsteps in the grass, moving away quickly. Assuming it must have been the dragon I just met, I thought nothing of it, as I went to bed and slowly succumbed to the sweet allure of sleep overdue. Ha! See? Even my brain knows I need sleep. I spent a few moments thinking about my role, my mission, and what it meant to be here now, and the fact that if I go back with any kind of infection, I'm dead. Damn. Wait, no, I can inconvenience you guys. Yes! I can come back with deadly disease and there's nothing you can do about it. Nah.
We can quarantine you.
Damn. I forgot how
Eliminate your body and put your chain back on another body.
Damn. I hope it's a hot chick. I felt the responsibility placed on my shoulders. I was eager for the adventure to come.
This influences how you react to certain situations, how you're going to answer.
Oh, it's choices.
things.
Okay. Well, I am Dr. Bright, so I'm eager. So many possibilities and the prospects race through my mind. Truth be told, the thought of being able to meet an entirely new species and civilization excited me. Oh, calm down, little Johnny. Back down, boy. As I was going to be one of the first to truly experience this site with its own little quirks, differences and similarities, I couldn't help but feel like some sort of modern Vasco da Gama or Marco Polo.
Yeah, never heard of the first one.
Same here. You guys probably deleted his file, that's probably why. Maybe I would...
Even when, how would you know?
Damn, you've checkmate me. Maybe I would even write a book about the whole experience after it's all over. I was sure it would become a hit, all things considered. Yes!
Amnesia.